Good morning, this is DeRosa, and I want to thank you for joining me on my video blog. Today I want to talk about negotiations. And negotiations, people are, especially when you're brand new at this business, negotiations is a very scary word. And it really doesn't have to be. Most people think when they think of negotiations, they think of sales or some kind of confrontation. But it really doesn't have to be that way. So what I've done to try to ease those jitters, if you will, and try to get you back on the path so you're more confident is basically I'm creating a 5-part series here on negotiations. I'm going to cover what I consider the five most important things to remember in negotiating. The first one really is you have to believe in your offer, or believe in what it is that you're selling. If you don't believe in what it is that you're selling, then I don't care what it is you're selling. Your heart's not gonna be in it, and you're not gonna come across like you really care. Because if you've ever had a passion for something, you can understand that when somebody disagrees with you, or someone has an objection, or someone is going along with what you're talking about, your excitement level goes up, and you really make them believe. So if your offer is unfair, and it is no longer what we consider a win-win scenario. And now when I say win-win, I really want to be very, very calculated here when I use that term. Win-win does not necessarily mean that you meet in the middle and you concede on price or terms. That isn't what win-win means. Win-win in a negotiation means that at the end of the day, you may have given up some stuff, but you got far more in what you thought was fair than you let go. So in a win-win scenario, and I see this a lot when people are selling homes, somebody comes in with one price that's really low, and then the first thing that the investor wants to do is counter halfway. So let's say you're asking 100 and somebody comes in and offers 90. The first thing that most investors want to do is counter back at 95. Well, that's a big mistake, because you have no idea, because you haven't talked to them, what the other elements of the negotiation are, and a lot of times it is very rarely price in a negotiation. And there's a lot of things that you can do. So it's real important that in a win-win scenario, it doesn't mean that you have to meet 50-50. So the first thing that we talked about is you have to be comfortable with your offer, and it has to be fair. So once you feel your offer is fair, you're going to automatically come to the table with passion and focus, and you're going to know the benefits and the drawbacks to your offer. So, that's what I would consider element number one. So if you like that, I have 4 more tips for you. Come back and look at all 4 of them, and by the end of the video blog, hopefully you will have hopefully I'll have eased your jitters on negotiating. So until next time, thank you very much, and keep coming back to AskDonDeRosa.com. We appreciate it. Thank you.